Hello Aquarius, welcome to your reading for the week of November 6th through the 12th. Okay, so make sure that you apply this to your other placements because this reading may not resonate for you at this time. So let us see. You may be dealing with a Capricorn, Taurus, Leo. The letter P is coming through. P is in Paul. Also the letter S. S is in Sam. Symphony. So some of you maybe used to be in orchestra. You may be really interested in listening to classical music this week, or you're dealing with somebody in this particular field. Honestly, I'm getting the little violin, so I feel like somebody's trying to make you feel sorry for them. Be careful of the sob story. At the bottom, we have the Judgment. It's weird that I talked about music. Judgment makes you think of the trumpets and the Book of Revelation. Second chances. New beginnings, a reawakening of old gifts. You know, this week you're starting over with something that you gave up on. Rather this be in 2020, could be 18 months ago, 20 months ago, 20 days ago. But also there's this energy for you this week where it's coming across where it's like you're passing judgment on others. So you may be called out for that this week. Or you could be calling somebody else out for that this week. And that's the thing where I say with this Judgment card, that reminds me of the Book of Revelations. You know, you get to the end, you'll be judged by God. Nobody else can judge you for that. So that also may be another thing that's holding you back. You're fearful of being judged by others when you're forgetting at the end of the day, whenever you go to meet the Maker, it's just you and them. They're going to judge you based off of the life that you lived, the things that you did, the things that you should have done, didn't do. It doesn't matter what anybody else is going to do. And some of you're letting, like I said, judgment, harsh critiques from the world, you're letting that hold you back. And you may be finally stepping into that power this week and be like, you know what? I'm going to try again. And this time, I'm not going to get so focused on the wording, how it looks on paper, how it sounds when it comes out of my mouth. Because also with the energy here of music coming through, some of you could definitely be getting into the field of entertainment, trying to become a musician, producer, writer, whatever. Because we also do have moon energy here. So we also do have the public good. That could be the issue. Doing what's right or doing what's best for you. That is the dilemma. What do you do? I don't know. I'm getting an Anthony. The name Anthony is coming through. So you may be dealing with an Anthony. Or I don't know, but for some reason, the Anthony is giving me like the name of like a church or the name of like some sort of a Catholic school. So some of you Aquariuses may be products of like private school, Catholic school. So there's like this conditioning that has been like hammered into your mind. And that could be why you kind of like stop. That could definitely be why you pause a lot when it comes to doing certain things, because it's that conditioning starts to kick in. Some of you may have to get a new phone this week as well. Clarify the judgment. Yeah, Nine of Swords. Yeah. You're so tough on yourself for your past mistakes. And that's exactly what's holding you back. Yep. Judgment, Nine of Swords, Five of Swords. It's the fear of what other people are going to say about you. That's what keeps you being a recluse behind the 4 walls, 5 walls, however many walls in your house. Okay. Yeah, we have a lot of air. So it's not necessarily about, betrayal because of what someone said. It's your own betrayal in your mind. You're making up things in your mind that ain't there. Some of you guys are possibly doing this when it pertains to feelings, because especially with the moon energy, their emotions. You're making up things in your mind that have not been said, that have not been put out there. And I don't know why you're doing this. Maybe you're doing this to convince yourself that, I knew I was right. I knew you ain't shit. Wow. Oh, that's interesting. But anyway. Could be. You're just trying to prepare yourself to be abandoned. but you won't let it go. You won't let it go. Some of you, you're fearful because of the way that you are. You're fearful that nobody will really want to deal with you or talk to you. So it just gives me a complete beat down of self. It's like, I'm not this, I'm not that. It's like, my Lord, Jesus. Nobody has to say anything to you because you're going to do the job. You're going to beat yourself up. 3 of Cups. The Empress. Some Aquariuses will be giving birth this week. Some Aquariuses are still trying to have a baby. Especially if you're like late 30s. Or could be like 43. Oh yeah, it's like you're giving up on a long-term goal of yours. That you have the skills, you have this secret talent, you have this special talent of yours, but it's like you're giving up on whatever this is that you want to reach in the future because of, like I said, the mistakes that you made in the past. Maybe you tried this particular thing in the past and you may have made a fool of yourself. So now it's like you can't get that image out of your mind. Yeah. I feel like somebody has an alcohol addiction or somebody has an addiction to sex. So this energy is coming through also in a manner of, that could be where the 9 of Swords and the Judgment is coming from as well. You're afraid to ask for help because you're afraid that you'll be judged. It's like you may have made a mistake, like, this mistake that you made. It may have been a dire one, but it's almost just like, well, if I talk to somebody, are they going to judge me for it? So that's like... could be worse fear, Some of you guys, in a way, you are just, your wheels are turning about your worst fears. And it's keeping you from doing things, trying things. It's like you want to hang on too much to what you know. Yeah, with this Tower and this 8 of Swords... somebody has to be careful because this makes you think of like some type of accident that revolves around alcohol. But it could be as far as texting the wrong person, texting an ex. But somebody needs to go to rehab. I feel that. Some of you guys, it's like you're trying to not fit the statistic of what you grew up around. You may have grew up around an alcoholic parent, alcoholic grandfather or something. So you may stay away from the alcohol or anything like that altogether because you see what it does to people. And then in that same breath, because you are like that, you get judged by people. Like, oh, you're so boring. You're so this, you're so that. The way these cards are on this board gives me a energy of I'm trying to be somebody that I'm not because I'm tired of being judged by people, of not being good enough or not fitting in. If you're trying to move this week to a different state, I feel like this is a no-go. This is an abort mission type of situation. Because there will be some type of, I don't want to say natural disaster, but there will be, it may have, some type of anger-fueled something that happens. Especially with the Mars energy here, because that's what knives. Nine of Wands, 2 of Wands. Some of you are also, you're struggling to get callbacks on your job applications that you're submitting. Somebody has a record or somebody has a background. That's what's making it difficult for them to get a job or find a better job. And the background doesn't have to be anything bad. It could be as simple as you didn't go to college or you didn't finish high school or you just didn't get the proper education as said by society. So it's keeping you stagnant. So this could be another thing as well this week where you're just feeling like low, like, oh my God, it's like everywhere I turn, what am I going to do? However, I do see a career change coming for you that will bring more money. Again, it is in some of you guys, it could be a teacher, a therapist, a astrologer, a psychologist, especially with the high priestess and the hermit. But you have a gift. Some of you guys have a gift for like event planning, party planning, even decorating. Maybe you're good at interior design, but that may be something where people look at you and like, what the hell are you doing? Clarify the hermit. We're going to look at this high priestess and the hermit, because this totally gives me like, I don't know why I want to say fallen angel, but I kind of get that vibe in a manner. Definitely old soul. You were some type of protector, some type of angel in one of your past lives, So you really don't feel like that you fit in. But it feels like you're supposed to break them. Yep. It feels like you're supposed to break the mold of something. I feel like some of you are supposed to own a charity. Ten of Cups, Wheel of Fortune, Two of... Yeah, like, why are you trying so hard? You're talented. The Ten of Cups, Wheel of Fortune, the Two of Swords. If you don't try as hard, that's the more results you'll get. Stop looking at the numbers. Stop. Even if you're a job, stop looking at what your numbers could be from quality control, quality assurance, whatever. You got to stop looking at it, because all you can look at is my mistakes. Oh, I wasn't perfect this day. Oh, I didn't get a 90% and above that day. What the hell ever. That's what's stopping you. That's what's keeping you stuck. That's what's keeping you stagnant. Some of you may even possibly feel like that your body is a prison. Like you don't like the body that you were given. Let's be honest. You tried to change it, but you still feel like it's not good enough. You're intuitive. So that's what I said. I said psychologist, therapist, astrologer, event coordinator, event planner, interior designer, intuitive. But you gotta get over how you went wrong in these fields in the past. You have to come into this week with the mindset of like, you know what, I'm gonna start anew. Because even the cards here are saying that you shouldn't give up. You're looking to go somewhere else, and it's almost like, why? Because you found your calling, you found what you want to do. Even with this career change coming up, you'll still be in the same field, but you'll do it in a different way. So you just figure it out. Or, it could be if you're in design, maybe you've been doing graphic design for the longest time. Now you may switch over, like I said, to interior design. It's still design, or even if you are like, when it comes to being in the spiritual realm, you can go from one extreme to the next. You could go from, who knows, maybe you can go from astrologer to a medium, or it could be in reverse, whatever. You have to figure out how to make this work for yourself. Because the only person looking at your past mistakes is you. I feel like everybody else can get over it. Because I feel like the mistakes that you've made aren't that dire. They're not that detrimental to you having a new identity or creating something new. But you have to move past this idea of, oh my God, they're going to remember that I said this 5 years ago. My God, you have the memory of an elephant. You don't forget nothing. But just because you don't forget anything doesn't mean everybody else isn't going to forget anything. They more likely forgot. So you're hanging on to something that only you can remember. Yeah. Somebody definitely has an addiction. Okay? Somebody may have addiction to plastic surgery. Or this could even possibly be a situation. This could even possibly be a situation as well here where some of you guys, it's like this emotional affair thing that you be going through with your friends. It never goes anywhere. but it's almost like you gotta like cuddle buddies or something like that. But it gives me a vibe of I'm too fearful of messing up an actual relationship, so I subject myself to these emotional affairs or being the side chick, side dude, whatever. That's gotta go. You can move past that. You can move past your past. Even if you're dealing with somebody, I feel like it's the same thing. You can move past the past. But if there's an addiction, I'm going to be honest, I feel like that's got to go. I don't feel like you're going to be able to move past that. You know, if it's something a little bit smaller, then okay. But these addictions, no. Some of you are definitely have like, you're like obsessed with sleeping with somebody, but it never turned into a relationship. It's almost just like, all right, you got to go. Okay, sex, go. Okay, sex, go. It's like a fuck buddy. And you never move past anything else. But I feel like this allows you to keep your emotions detached because you're too afraid of fucking up a relationship. That's a shame, because you can do it. Yeah, you can really do it. It's gonna take you a while, but you'll get there. You'll get there eventually. You'll wake up and be like, you know what, I can't do this. You know. But anyway, this is a long reading. So Aquarius, this has been your reading for the week. I hope it helped, and see you later.